If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Hawkeyes will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the USC Trojans offense will start this game off with the football. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try to defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. On 4th down, going to the air. Finds him out of the backfield. Still running at the 40. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. The give on the inside. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
The Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
Wants to throw. It's Peters. Back open in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. third and long. He has to throw for it. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, and he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Trojans, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The RPO fired complete to the left. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Red pass, it's complete. On the move at the 30. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in. Because this passing attack, it's lethal. Because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second, and he's going for the goal line. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Utah is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Utes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Hawkeyes want to move quickly.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking downfield, it's Peters. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thompson. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with into double coverage, and he picked it off.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Hey, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans.
Oh, he's got some space. Smashes through the tackle. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, USC. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll do it himself. Picks up the first down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Peters. Grabbed over the middle, it's Rooks. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Pressure coming. Slings it downfield. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. Wants to keep it in the air. Catch in the middle, it's Jennings. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Muscling ahead on third and short. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking for a man, it's Peters. Here's a heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Back to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Rushes on him. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And, guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Toss to the outside. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Pulls and fires complete. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success, stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Fires to the wide out. Complete in the middle. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can defend that.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The Trojans have it with a 1st and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the gun. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Fitted in the window for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Trojans. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business. And said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Hawkeyes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking for a man. It's Peters. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. And the Hawkeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. Running to Green. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. He's down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a first down as they try to score one late in the half. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the red zone, looking for a man. Caught behind the line. It's Thompson. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking downfield, it's Peters. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he dropped it. Incomplete pass in what would have been a huge gain. No defender anywhere around, and he just flat dropped it. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trying him out.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the quick shuffle pass. At the 35, he's open. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quick release on the RPO. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the LA Coliseum.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Now they'll run the draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Got it near midfield. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Quick completion on the out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Extending the play. On the run, deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver
breaks into the open. And he'll haul it over and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fires to the tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the air. It's Peters. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. And some room to work. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The screen, he can go. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Oh, he missed it. No good. Hoping to cut into that lead. And they did not. Lead is huge. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. Look out, he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. The Trojans will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Trojans are flying down the field. They're going back to the ground. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Right on the money. Turning on the... Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
The Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
USC 56, Iowa 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Peters. Pulls it in, it's Jennings. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Jennings. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
By the receiver.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
For the offense.
The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Under fire. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. That's caught. It's Thompson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit.
To kick it away.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Puts it out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Coming up. 4th down.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He's got an open man. Touchdown, Trojans! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Peters. Bringing the heat. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Let's see what he can do with it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Trojans are in the red zone. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That
big guy tries to barrel in. Touchdown USC! And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. All that speculation all week.
Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
He's in open space downfield. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Creates a little room. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The Trojans headed quickly to the line. The RPO, it's complete. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Pulls and fired complete. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Lets it fly. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Ball's incomplete. Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on downs.
Back to pass, it's Peters. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here's the pressure. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue.
Turning it on! And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch. It's Thompson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Scanning the field, it's Peters. And the Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's got some space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
USC 84, Iowa 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. He wants a big play here late. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's